Hi, I'm Dave from Special Fork. A lot of people think of artichoke as a special occasion kind of food, and many people don't know how to prepare it. But it's really easy to prep, and so it makes a great everyday side dish. So to get started, I have an artichoke here. I've already washed it. And so now I'm going to take off the top layer. And then I'm going to take my kitchen shears and I'm just going to snip off the leaves, the tips of the leaves. And you don't have to do this. I do it because I like it from a presentation standpoint. Some people will do it because there are these little thorns here and they're just a little bit worried about that. Now, if you don't do it, however, these thorns will soften as you cook it, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so one last cut. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the base so it sits nicely in our pot. Perfect. And then I'll take a lemon and we're just going to rub this around the exposed cuts and that will prevent it from oxidizing. Put that in and we'll repeat. Okay, so now I'm going to add in about 3 inches of water. And I'm going to squeeze in the rest of the lemon juice. Add in some salt. And what we want to do now is bring this to a boil. And then turn it down. And it'll cook for about 35 minutes on a simmer. And then when it's done, the way you know is that the leaves will separate very easily from the body of the artichoke. Now, while this is cooking, you want to check on it periodically to make sure that the water hasn't evaporated, because if it does, then you're just going to start burning your artichoke. So while this is going, I'm going to get started on the dip. It's a very simple dip. It's mayonnaise, and I'm going to add some pesto. And all you have to do is mix this up, and then when the artichoke is done, we can bring everything together. So I think the artichoke is probably ready. Let's check on it. And the way to tell again is going to be to remove a leaf. And it comes off very easily, just like that. So you can certainly serve the artichoke just like this, with the dip on the side. But what I like to do is hollow out the center and add the dip to the interior. So to do that, we have to let it cool off for a little bit. So now that the artichoke is cooled off, we can move on to the next steps. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to separate some of the leaves, and we'll pull out the core. And now what we're looking to do is, I've got a spoon here. It's a grapefruit spoon. It's got serrated edge and a nice tip. And I'm going to go ahead and get in there. And I'm looking to pull out any fuzz and any of these leaves that have this purple tinge to them at the top. So just get in a little bit more around there. And the great thing about doing this now is that when you're done eating around the leaves, then when you get to the heart and expose the heart, it's going to be ready to eat. Probably one more scoop. One more scoop. There we go, it's perfect. And so now we can add in the dip. That's perfect. So for more recipes and ideas on your smartphone, go to specialfork.com.